What's going on, people? It is Irish Gunner HD here. You can call me Irish. And if you never watch any of my Battlefield 4 gameplay, say you watch a video that you know is Battlefield 4, but you just play it and go and do something else, please watch this first 2.5 minutes or so. Because this first clip is probably one of the most amazing things that I've done in Battlefield 4. And then after this, there's just like a lot of random SRAW clips and stuff, and then a couple of tank shots, and then it goes into the usual highlights of kill streaks and stuff. But yeah, basically, just please do watch it if you at least this first clip. But yeah, so that's not even Battlefield isn't even the topic because good God, there is no news about that game whatsoever lately. Basically, the only thing that's come out is like the big server update since the naval strike came out. Like there was a server update that supposedly fixed rubber banding on the consoles and stuff. So that's the only big thing that's come out, and I didn't really want to make like a video talking about that one snippet of news. But what I did want to talk about is dinosaur games. Yes, dinosaur games. Okay, so we all know like the whole... It's kind of relevant to Battlefield, I suppose. We all know the whole Megalodon kind of Easter egg that we want dinos in Battlefield 4. And it's been mentioned before. Now that I think about it, this is actually a whole different section that I've forgotten about when it comes to this topic. But yeah, so basically, last night I kind of like marathoned to Jurassic Park first three films. After hearing about the fourth one is like due for release next year, I went back and I watched the first or the original three, and I'm like, what dinosaur games is there? I know there's like obviously Turok from back in the day. There was so what was that one? Dino Crisis, and like Dino Crisis 2, there was a couple of them. Jurassic Park games, there's been a few, but like by and large, they sucked really, really bad. Except for I think it was called Genesis, and that one was like, it wasn't even like a dinosaur game in what I would imagine it to be. It was like Sim City or like theme park builder, but for like a dinosaur attraction island thing for Jurassic Park, obviously. And that just had me thinking, it's like, why is nobody yet done a really, really good, high quality, high fidelity, like good graphics dinosaur game? Because, like, okay, so there's Turok, the 2008 reboot, which I watched a couple of videos on. I have it downloaded. I haven't installed it yet. I'm gonna try. I'll probably play a bit of that tonight. But that seems to be very like weird, and it's like involving out of space kind of. You're a space soldier from at least from the intro that I watched on the YouTube video. I watched a bit of a let's play. You're like a space soldier, and there's all this like random thing. You land on all these different lands. Why does nobody like? I don't want to say DICE or EA because obviously they're not exactly reliable people at the minute to be trusting with putting big franchises names into their hands, but. Why doesn't somebody that's really, really good, like Bethesda maybe, like imagine a Skyrim world idea kind of thing, but with dinosaurs, like why is nobody doing this? Like the way I think about it is, like what I think would make a perfect dinosaur game is, as I said, like so a Skyrim-esque kind of map, maybe not as big, because I don't believe the island for either Jurassic Park 1 or 2 was particularly big. But like a big enough island, like lots of different spaces, lots of open spaces, lots of like big lakes and stuff like that. As you can like when you see them, the big reveal scene in the first one when they're all out on that like kind of plain, and then the big long necked ones are feeding from the big lake kind of thing, like something like that. Like different features, like the big mountains around the outside, like we know that it has from all the intro and like last scene shots and stuff like that. Like a really cool big open map, but then like a first person element to it. So like you're a first person, I would imagine that it would have to be a storyline. I'm not saying, because I don't like the idea of, I think it is Dino Crisis or something like that, or Prime Evil, Carnival, something like that. There's a game out there and it's like multiplayer and it's just really bad and cheesy, and it's like, hey, you're the people against the dinosaurs. You shoot the dinosaurs if you're the people, and you eat the people if you're the dinosaurs. That could work maybe for like a tacked on multiplayer that wouldn't last more than a month. But for the most part, I think that it should definitely be single player. And it should just be a cool, like reimagining, modern day, next gen, PC, amazing graphics version of like the Jurassic Park story, where it's like, we're just going to pretend that no Jurassic Park stories, like no game has ever done a Jurassic Park story before. We're starting it completely from scratch. And basically, this is what it's going to be. And then they start from the whole thing of like doing cinematic intros of like the helicopter coming in and Dr. Grant and the blonde woman talking to the old man. all of that kind of stuff, and it could be awesome. And you could like again all the cinematics that you could do with flying to the island, and then like the events of Jurassic Park take place. And obviously, it wouldn't have to be like obviously. The way I'm explaining it makes it sound like it's going to be like an on rails thing where it's just like, yes, move on, next scene, next scene, next scene. But like obviously, if it's a big open world environment, a big kind of like you're allowed to stray and you're allowed to go and do other things. And if this is one thing that I noticed actually from the Jurassic Park films, why do people keep going there for one? Like and then why do people keep insisting on going running around on their own? Like it's like the person that it's like the person that goes in there when you're not supposed to go in there in horror films. But like, yeah, no, I just if you wanted, you could go off on your own. You could take your maybe not like M16s and M4s and like Ace 23s or whatever like that, but like maybe anti-dinosaur weapons, something like I'm sure whoever takes this on could come up with something like a good, realistic kind of combination, not stupid futuristic space weapons that shoot lasers or something like that, but like a good possible like feasible thing to be able to take down the dinosaurs. Just that big world, the first person perspective, maybe like Skyrim-esque where you can switch between them because I think then you get the best of both worlds. And just yeah, the video's nearly over. And it's just something that was playing on my mind all the whole time that I was watching that and like all night after watching the three films. Just like why has nobody done a really good high quality version of the Jurassic Park story? I would love to do it. I would love to see it be done. If you know anybody that's really good at game design, there's the idea for you. I won't even ask for any kind of like royalties or anything. But that's about it. I'm pretty sure that I had probably more to say on this, but that's the basic idea. And anyway, I would think it would be awesome. That's the kind of thing that I'd like to see. But that's about it. If you enjoyed the video, please do leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new here. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.